And thank you for coming on the Jimmy Daytona Show. Tonight, I have my friend Kathryn Kevorkian of StarMassages.net, who's going to go over her illustrious massage career. In fact, she is recently a world massage champion. And I'd love to hear her ideas about, what brought her to massage career, what she's been learning overall, and some of the new fun stuff she's learned of late. And this can help you if you're looking to get a good massage, if you're looking for ideas on how to stay healthy and take care of your health for maintenance. She's a great resource in that regard. And Kathryn, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you, Jimmy. Yeah.
Well, cool.
It's great being on the show. I'm so glad that we met. And yeah, I got to watch more of your episodes.
Yeah, I'm glad. And on my end, I hope we can I hope we can do a whole series of episodes in person and on Zoom and on the other types of video apps that some of my other mentors in this realm have been recommending to me. So I, in all seriousness, I'm just glad to have you on, and welcome to the show. And I was going to ask you, what got you into massage and bodywork as a career?
That is a great question. Both of my folks are chiropractors, which I feel is unique. I know several other therapists who have chiropractic or other wellness parents. I did not want to spend that kind of money to get a license. So I was like, okay, what is my other option to help people in this way? So I went to a massage school in Watertown, Massachusetts, but they closed that one down because they wanted to put the money elsewhere. And I found it very, very useful to change people's lives through touch and just like how the whole body is made up of pulley systems and puzzles. And I absolutely love puzzles.
Wow. What kind of puzzles do you like most of all? And how does it relate to your career?
That is an interesting question. The puzzle that I think I like the most is finding out where the real cause of the problem is, not like, oh, the shoulders hurt, so let's rub the shoulders over and over again until the muscles let go. Instead, it's more like, wait, the shoulders hurt. Maybe like one part of the body is constantly pulling, so the shoulder has to pull back. And it's just like a small puzzle.
Yeah.
And I found that when we go that route, that there is longer health and wellness for the person.
Wow. Yeah. How does that, how long do those benefits last if you're able to figure out a root cause of their issue and get to the bottom of it, versus somebody like who just rubs the shoulder on over and over? How long are they going to last before they need to come back to you again?
Here's the thing that my parents told me is it has taken you this many years to get to where you are currently at. To try to fix all of those years in 1 or 2 sessions and have it last longer than those 2 sessions, would it make sense for it to be completely fixed in like 1 or 2 sessions? No. If you took 20 years to get to where you're at. So through massage, I tell people for the first time, come and get a massage once a week. It might be expensive. Maybe you can work something out with your therapist so it's less money, but once a week for a month, and then once a month for the rest of the year. And I've had a client for 12 sessions every single week, and we were able to not have her need a hip replacement immediately. I'm sure maybe down the road, but not now.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us more about some of your other success stories.
Oh, which other success story? The one where, I talked to other therapists about doing the massage competition, and I was going to do it, and they're like, "Oh no, I don't think I should go." And I'm like, "It's more than just a competition. You get to network. You get to do continuing education. Like the World Massage Festival, it's very fun."
What was your experience down at the festival?
I absolutely loved it. Like when you're in a competition and you're doing what you're good at, and you got people watching you and other people live streaming it, and hundreds of people are watching it. uh, I became more aware of my technique, more aware of my body mechanics, more aware of everything. And it was also pretty cool also to know that there were people walking around watching as well. And I'm like, this is so cool. I just was able to focus more on my client, who was another therapist, because you massage other therapists in the competition. Yeah, so that was fun.
I'm a firm believer, much like Ricky Bobby in Talladega Nights. You're not first, you're last. How'd you do in the competition?
I got gold with chair massage. That has another whole topic too.
Awesome. Yeah, what's chair massage like? Some people like to do it as just
Mhm.
a basic massage, like 10 minutes at your job or in the airport or at the shop
Mhm.
mall or something.
Yeah.
What's chair massage like for on your end and that of the
Mhm.
client?
In the competition, we are given an hour with the client. We don't have to use that whole hour to massage. I used the whole hour to just massage because I didn't consider not doing massage, which was kind of interesting. So once I got up to 45 minutes of a chair massage, I'm like, what do I do now? So it was like you said, usually people think of chair massage as like those few strokes. You massage the back, neck, shoulders, and maybe the arms. That's like the basic idea. But there is so much that a massage therapist can do in just by massaging someone in a chair. I had someone come up to me and say, wow, I haven't done chair massage in 10 years. This was inspiring. And I know some cool moves I can now use with people. And I mean, that felt validating before winning, but it was good.
Well, congratulations on your victory. So I'm sure it's a big honor and
Uh-huh.
a big a big medal to take home and a big selling point, to bring back to New England with you.
It is. And I do want to talk about the other two medalists because they were amazing. One person had a cupping machine that used a vacuum. And from the airing of this episode, I am not qualified in cupping. So I'm like, wow. And the other person had a lot of different techniques with uh, different tools that I don't use as well. And I'm like, wow, they're really talented. So that's another thing you can get with competition is seeing other phenomenal people who are great at what they do.
What part of the country was it in?
It was in North Carolina, South Carolina. It was in one of the Carolinas. I think it was North Carolina.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, it was in. I told you before the show. I don't.
And what other healing modalities did you learn, at that conference and competition?
Oh my gosh, yeah, my favorite one. So there's one type of massage where you can find out where the real source is. Like you do different muscle testing, very basic way of calling it. But like you would move someone's arm and have them meet that kind of pressure, and you will see that the person uses an entirely different muscle to move them. Like, um, it's like when if you're at a gym and you try to lift with your back when you do a deadlift instead of lifting with your quads, hamstrings, and butt. I'm not a specialist in that. I'm sure that someone watching this is going to say, "No, Katie, it's this other muscle group." But the fact is some people you do the deadlift and they don't use the right muscles. The same thing with massage is the person might use the wrong muscles, and then if you relax those muscles, I'm getting too technical. But my favorite massage is the organ massage when you are stretching and moving muscles and connective tissue on the stomach. And that
Whoa.
can really affect the person's back, legs and how tall they feel. It's amazing.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
people have felt 2 inches taller just from that kind of massage.
Oh my gosh, wow. Yeah, what organs do you massage as part of that process?
So there's this, it looks like an apron and it covers the front part of the stomach and it connects elsewhere. It doesn't connect on the front of the stomach. And you can stretch it and move it, and it can really help give the person more space to move.
Wow. Does it help
Mhm.
digestion in your experience? Like some people have issues
Yes.
with digestion.
Yes, I do it on myself throughout the day, and it definitely helps with emotions and with digestion, in my experience.
Yeah, I mean the gut. There's definitely a link between the gut and personal emotions. What kind of success have you had in terms of regulating your emotions? How does it make you feel? Does it make you feel less stressed? Does it make you feel more focused? What have been some of your successes doing that kind of massage on yourself? Or on
I've noted on clients, I've noticed that they seem freer in being themselves, is my opinion of from talking with them. And what I feel in myself is that I don't get bogged down by the emotion. Like it's still there, but it's not like stopping me from doing things.
well, that's great. So you're able to function well. You're able to move through it. You're not getting rid of the bad feeling. You're able to navigate it a lot better,
Yeah.
and you're able to get a fair amount done. Throughout the day rather than just getting
Hmm.
engulfed in negativity.
Yeah.
Do you have any massage hints for insomnia? I'm asking for a friend.
Okay, cool.
Somebody who I know
Insomnia.
shall remain nameless, Jimmy Daytona, who wakes up far too early and has a hard time falling back to sleep. What kind of massage techniques might be good for that?
Hmm. So Jimmy Daytona finds it hard to go back to sleep after he wakes up.
Exactly.
Oh, well, I mean, what wakes me up at night is usually nightmares, and going back to sleep after a nightmare is kind of scary. So I don't know what gets you to wake up. So if
Yeah,
it's like a
either sometimes a stress spike or having at the boys' room, or just it's 6 hours worth of sleep, and my body decides to wake up, and I'd like to get
Mhm.
the seventh or eighth hour in. And sometimes my body's like,
Right.
no dice.
Right. Well, here's the other question is, do you feel tired at the end of your day? Like, do you fall or do you still feel pretty much awake until like 7, 8 o'clock?
Usually I start, fading between 8 and 10. Sometimes I end up, 10 turns into 11, and, try to squeeze in the last hour to get stuff done at the end of the day. And
Oh, okay. So this sounds more like you want help with the end of your day more than the morning, because I'm like, if your body's done resting, then it's done resting.
gotcha.
Uh, Mine occasionally wakes me up at 4:30 in the morning, and I just stay awake for 30 minutes, but sometimes I sleep through it. Is this like an everyday thing or just like
Certain
occasionally?
times. Maybe twice a week if you on
Oh,
average.
twice a week?
Yeah.
Oh man, then I think you have it made.
Good. Well, thanks for the
Yeah.
reassurance. Uh,
Yeah.
what kind of other massages do you do, and what's good? What are your favorites? What are the pros and cons of each? I know I saw on your website you do Swedish, deep tissue, sports massage.
Mm-hmm.
What are
My
some of the
fa-
compare and contrast, I guess?
my favorite massage is the one that I feel is going to work best with the client that I'm working with. That's my favorite. Uh, I like visceral right now this month. Like the most recent technique that I learn is my new favorite. So the most recent one that I've learned is the visceral or organ massage. So that's my new favorite this time. But yeah, I'm thinking about it. And other than that, it's usually whatever technique is right for the person I'm working on.
Yeah, how do you discern that? Is it from your experience? Do you interview them ahead of time? Do you listen to your intuition? How do you figure this all out?
That is what I do. When I was in the competition and I was describing what I was going to do, one of the judges called it intuitive massage, and the judges are other massage therapists who have been in the career for at least 18 years. So they know their stuff. So if she calls it intuitive massage, I'm like, great, that is what it is. My style, I jump from one area to another area, trying to find what to work on.
Oh my God. Oh wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
What about what do you think of like some of the fixings that they have at some of the various studios, putting on rocks or aromatherapy, essential oils? I know I remember you telling me backstage that there's this raindrop therapy even too.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess you put herbs in bags and it's supposed to work their magic and stuff.
Yeah. I was just trying to look that up, if it was herbs in bags or if it's just like putting the oil on your fingers and like lightly touching the client. I don't know if I've had raindrop therapy done, but I've definitely know people who do raindrop therapy, and it's how they describe it. I really want to try it out.
Well, the next thing you learn.
No, the next thing I'm going to learn is, what's his name? I want to look and talk to Benjamin. He created a technique where you're like holding, a lot of holding. You find a tight muscle and you just wait for the body to relax. That's going to be my next one. My next one's going to be the Benjamin method.
Oh wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you've had a really great career,
Mm-hmm.
and you're able to use intuitive massage to win competitions, to help your clients out.
I did not win with intuitive massage, but yes.
Yeah, and you're able to
Yes, I did.
you're fixing to learn more modalities that that can help you and help your clients. I'm very impressed. What about what's been your experience either working independently, working with corporate studios, working with other types of arrangements? What are some of the pros and cons of each?
There is definitely a difference. I worked for different franchises for 8 years, almost. Yeah, 8 years now. And I've had my own business for about 2.
Oh, really?
So I have more understanding of the corporate one. If you like having a steady paycheck, I think working for another person is a good idea. If you want to, when you get out of school, I think that it's a great idea to go and work for a franchise. Or if you're just someone who doesn't want to deal with paperwork, that's why I did it. I'm like, I don't want to do paperwork. So I went to a franchise. And the perks about franchise, a lot less work. You don't have to do a lot of things that you need to do if you have your own place. Like a franchise, you go to work, you massage, you go home, you're done. You don't have to talk to anyone. You just go in, massage people, go home, done. If you work for yourself, there's the finding a way to schedule people around your schedule, find it and promote, market, remind your clients to come in. Everything that the front desk already does at a franchise. So you just got to do it all yourself.
Yeah. What about like taxes, accounting, things of that nature?
Yeah, you got to do all that stuff by yourself if you are not working for a franchise.
Yeah. Are you working on your own full time? Or are you still working for corporate entities or?
Both. I'm doing both.
Right.
I work for myself and then I work for companies. Just because it's like, I still want to know how much I'm going to make every month. Yeah.
Yeah, I know sometimes you have people come to your office, and I also you also travel as well. I noticed you have some ideas about how to bring massage to the masses. Tell me more about what you have in mind.
Bringing massage to the masses. I don't remember what I shared.
I guess putting a massage in a truck and like driving
Oh,
around
that.
and stuff.
Oh, that's an entirely different video. Yeah, I mean, I thought it like people do that with dog stuff. People create these vans And then
Yeah.
they put all of their equipment in the van. And then they go from house to house and they charge an extra $50 to $100 to make it convenient for people. And right now, the closest thing that I have is mobile massage, where I put all the stuff in my car. I drive to someone's house. I go in the house and massage there. But it would be, I think, better if I could drive to the house and they come and have a space that is separate from their house that can be relaxing and safe. And that's, but I also looked at all of the pros and cons about that. And just like choosing to work at a franchise before working on my own, I'm now like, I want to work on my own before I do the truck. Because, yeah, I want to build my practice first before I go off and go to like take a truck into the center of Boston or go house to house with a safe space for people to get a massage.
Well, thank you.
I don't know if the viewers think that it would be a good idea to have someone come in with like one of those Sprinter vans, get a massage, and then like anywhere they are. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'd love to hear some of everybody's massage ideas in the comments, and definitely reach out to Kathryn. If you're looking for great massage therapy, as well as really cool ideas about how to take her endeavors to the next level. Speaking of which, you also have some networking events with fellow massage therapists. Tell me more about those.
So I have a business friend who has weekly live YouTube meetings where professionals come on and they talk about different things for like 2 hours. I want to do that for massage therapists. I want to get them all coming in for a wellness lunch and doing a Facebook Live and a YouTube Live and just like talk about different things and wellness and just have fun. I'm all for having fun and for networking and for meeting new people. And yeah, I think it would also be fun to interview different therapists. And then, like, if someone I know is in California, to send them to a particular therapist in California and say, hey, check out this quick intro.
Do you think that'd be good, like money making endeavor, like where you can connect people together and potentially make some money in terms of finders fees, or agreements or partnerships or things of that nature?
Oh, I'm all for partnerships. I've thought about this for a while and making money off of this. I'm not interested in that. If it works, it's great. But I'm more interested in connecting the right people to the right therapist instead of people having to go search forever. I would rather get them to the person that fits their personality, that fits what they need. And yeah, I thought about it and I'm like, you know what? It would be better if I don't try to use this to make money. So I want to make connections more than I want to make money.
Yeah, makes total sense. Sometimes it can feel awkward, like monetizing your friends.
No, yeah, I don't want to
The way I look
monetize
at
my
it,
friends.
it's like I don't want to make a nickel until and unless you make a dollar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want you all to live long and prosper, and honestly, speaking on a personal level, I've met probably a lot of cool people last year,
Mm-hmm.
more so than previous case. You certainly included.
Mm.
You told me you've connected with some really great people too. What's that process been like for you? Like, who are some people you've come across, and what have you learned from them? How's that built your business?
Yes.
How's that built your repertoire?
So the thing that I feel really helped me do well in the competition was finding winners of previous competitions and watching their YouTube channels and practicing using those different techniques and how they moved. And I'm like, wow, my massage has gone to the next level just by watching videos of other people who are good at what they do. Just like, any career, if you watch or read or follow any person who has really succeeded well, yeah, that's what I would do. Just watch the videos. And I just got lucky enough that 2 people who I thought were amazing were at the competition and I got to meet them. And that is something also special about competitions, is sometimes you get to meet the most amazing people.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of evokes. I had a previous guest by the name of Aaron Walker, and he runs masterminds with you know a lot of businessmen, and
Mhm.
he's one of Dave Ramsey, the financial guru's besties. Yeah, he called
What?
it never iron sharpens iron, and that's what I thought about. Like
Wow.
some of the people you met in in massage circles, they're learning from you, you're learning from them.
Hmm.
Y'all are improving, your ability to give great massages to people. You're
Hmm.
building up the reputation of your entire industry.
Hmm.
It's really impressive.
I feel like if one of us is doing better, then the rest of us can do better. So yeah. And in
That's
competitions, when someone really, really good, and it just makes everyone else, just step it up and do amazing.
You got any like networking or competition events in the next year that you're looking forward to?
Yes, I am looking forward to going. All the medalists of the American Massage competition are looking to get sponsors and find people to promote for when we go to Copenhagen, Denmark for the World Massage Competition. And yeah, that's what we're doing. We're just looking for different people who want to promote themselves and help us get to Copenhagen. And all we need to do is just, get money. And
Nice.
then I don't need to make money. I just need money so that I can go and, promote other people at competitions.
Well, if you go to Copenhagen, when would that be?
I would go in July, the end of June and the beginning of July.
Wow.
I think I would go to Copenhagen in June, do some training in Paris because there's a gold medalist in Paris that is doing this. What is it called? It's a scraping thing with a tool. I forget what it's called, but I'm going to go do that and then do the competition.
May the odds be ever in your favor, Kathryn.
Thank you, Jimmy. Oh my gosh. And maybe something will happen from the podcast. Maybe someone out there wants to help a group of us out.
Honestly, that was one of the genesis for my podcast. Is I've met a lot of
Really?
really cool people in my travels the last decade, and
Mm-hmm.
they got really unique stories. And I want to give people, such as yourself, a platform to tell those stories,
Mm.
and to connect with like-minded people. I know you and I connected through one of our mutual friends, and it was a really great connection. And
Mm-hmm.
met other people, especially in the last year, exponentially, thanks to some personal mentors that I've been working with,
Mm-hmm.
and some people, some friends that I'm really, really close to. And it's something that I'm like really grateful for. And I mean, I've had to use an in joke between me and one of my friends, the ultimate level of fun.
Yeah.
And it's been a really rewarding experience.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like you're really, really good at networking
Yeah,
and
and
in keeping and
it's
maintaining relationships.
yeah, it takes effort. I mean, sometimes there's more people I want to see than can see.
Oh my
Um, and sometimes I just have to put my foot down
God.
and say,
Mm-hmm.
look, you know, you know, this is who I need to be connected with to up level my life. This is what I need to do up level my
Mm-hmm.
life. This is what I need to do to, get the Jimmy Daytona show to the next level. And honestly, I've been listening to my own intuition a lot more
Yeah.
the last couple of years. Like I've always been an analytical overthinking type, to measure 9 times cut once, to be cautious. But I think the best decisions I make are, if my inner Geiger counter is saying something, even if it's counterintuitive,
Mm-hmm.
I got to run with it.
Yes. Oh, let's do a whole podcast on that.
Yeah, to quote my fellow shaman alum Bill O'Reilly, we'll do it live.
Yeah.
Now, when you're done with massage therapy for the day, what is some other fun stuff you like to do?
Thank you for asking. What do I like doing?
I know you like
Hmm.
puzzles.
I love puzzles. Okay, if I can find a group of 4 other people or more, if I could find those people, uh, I would like run to every like go to an escape room every single week. That's what I would do. Um, I like puzzles. 5 times. Um, so yeah, like I know that I've said that I've liked puzzles at least 5 times. Were you having dinner?
No, I was just funneling my notebook. It's funny
Oh,
enough,
okay,
about
cool.
5 times. I watched this live stream of this band called Cowboy Mouth last
Yeah.
night, and they were playing a city Ronnie New York City, and they kept saying the name of the band is Cowboy Mouth. I'm like, all right, we have established the name of the band.
Hmm.
I think I got it about the third time, the third try. All right, I figured out the name
Good.
of the band. We're all set.
Yeah, I know. And I've said I like puzzles like for like the 20, like so
We
many
we
times.
we have established that you like puzzles, and we've established the name of the band is Cowboy
Yes.
Mouth. What are your favorite puzzles?
Oh my gosh. Though what are the favorite puzzles? I don't know. Um the ones where I have to put different um types of information together. Like when I massage, I'm like, okay, this can move this way. This can move this way. Why can't this move? So puzzles like that. Like, yeah, just why aren't all the pieces moving the way I want them to? Yeah.
Yeah, it seems that you know a lot about anatomy.
I
How did you figure
do.
it? Was it your parents? Was it schooling? Was it your massage experience? How did you figure that all out?
I think it was so after I got out of school, I would, after a lot of the sessions, I would show the client what muscle we worked on, why we worked on it, on like, you know, on like the coloring book, on the anatomy coloring book. I would be like, this is the muscle, this is the action it does, this is why what we're working on. So that's how I did extra learning. Is I just, when you look over the stuff you already know, you just get better at it.
Well, that's wonderful. You definitely.
Hmm.
Anything else you like besides puzzles?
Oh yes, I love people. I love networking. I would go out and find something fun to do that involves interacting with people. Uh, what is the most recent? I like going for walks. I like nature. So this is a question I did not think about before here. So I'm like, what are the things I like? I like socializing. I like networking. Uh, and then occasionally, just relaxing back, watching Netflix, and oh yeah, I have 2 cats.
Oh,
So that is definitely
I
in
have
one of
one
the things
cat.
I like doing.
I love cats.
Oh, cats are so good.
Yeah, never tease a sweetheart. She loves chasing shadows. If I
Oh,
just
good.
put my fingers down and under sunlight, she'll just try to pounce on it.
Ah,
Really sweet cat, really rambunctious,
yeah.
purrs wildly, and she's just a joy to come home to.
Oh,
What are two of your cats like?
well,
What are they
I
look
just want to say that before this call, it's very funny that I saw on TikTok someone who was doing that. Like they were just playing with their cat with the shadow, and I'm like, I've never seen that. So yeah,
I have to
that's
show
so
you some of
cool.
my death videos.
Maybe it was your TikTok. I don't know.
Could well
So
be. The Jimmy
the
Daytona show on TikTok for the record, guys.
plug. There we go. So yeah, the 5-year-old cat likes he originally was an indoor outdoor cat, and now he's just an indoor cat. So he likes, chasing things. They both like chasing things, but
Yeah.
one of them likes, it's a baby. One of them is 5 months old.
Aw.
Well, yeah,
So
two
five
months
months
old.
and 5 years.
Yeah, 2 months. Sorry, 2 months and 4 years. 2 months and 4 years. Yeah.
Where'd you come across a 2 month fella?
I have a friend who breeds cats, so I just reached out to them and
Cool. That's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned you're into Netflix. Any cool series you recommend? Any
I the latest one that I finished watching was Sandman, only because I liked I've only read a little bit of the series. I also really liked I also watched some of his wife's TikToks,
is that
his
Neil
wife's
Gaiman?
YouTube channel.
Is that Neil Gaiman and Amanda Palmer?
Amanda Palmer. Yep.
Yeah,
Amanda
Dresden
Palmer and
Dolls.
Neil
Yeah.
Gaiman. Yeah.
Yes. I love Coraline, and I've heard so many good things about Neil Gaiman.
Mhm.
My former wife's a huge fan of his.
Yeah, he like tries to put, deep thought into the storyline and have it be entertaining.
Yeah.
So they did a really nice job on the TV series on Netflix.
Oh wow, that's great. I've heard mixed things about it. It's like it's on one hand, it's like wow, this is really cool that they're adapting Neil Gaiman, and there's on the other hand, it's like they're guaranteed to mess this up. They can't be true to the original.
It's hard for them to not be true to the original when Neil Gaiman was helping them the entire way. And they pretty much stuck with the flow of the story. There's three major things that changed, but I think that as a story, it flows very nicely for 11 episodes.
Wow, it's really cool. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah. I thought it was good. I didn't read too much of the series. All I read was like a few pages here and there because Gaiman puts big words in, and there was a lot of words. I'm like, what is this word? Yeah. So yeah.
Wonderful. With your outdoorsy stuff, what do you like the most? Do you like the woods? Do you like beaches, lakes?
I like mountains and lakes. So
Nice.
what I like about mountains is it takes so much effort to get up the mountain, and then you get this gorgeous view. If it's not all mountains, but it's nice. And lakes are just, relaxing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I like don't going to some of the swimming holes around Massachusetts and New Hampshire. Very
Mhm.
calm. You can do a bunch of laps. Really feel calm and chill in the water. It's
Mhm.
really cool.
It is. There is a spot, and I'm sure many people have this in their town too. I have lived in Westwood for at least 20 years. I don't live there now, but I did, and I never walked the path at the what's it called on a town that where they have their water source reservoir. I would
Oh wow.
never walk. I had never walked the reservoir, and I did this year. I've talked to other people, and they never walked their town's reservoir until recently. I'm like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, sometimes you don't realize that, some of the stuff that's going on in your hometown, like
Yeah.
until you like kind of move away from it from a bit, and then
Mm-hmm.
you kind of appreciate it more as a tourist. Like I'm from Long Island originally, and
Mm-hmm.
I've been living in New England for about 2 decades, and I kind of
Mm-hmm.
appreciate it more as a tourist. Like I'm always fixing to go to Jones Beach or Rob Moses.
Mm-hmm.
There's the going little wineries in the North Fork. Recently, there's some
Uh,
great breweries like such as Sand City and Blue Point
mm-hmm.
that I really like, and some really beautiful classic homes like Oheka Castle or um, there's also like a old Westbury Gardens.
Mm-hmm.
It's like and I remember the home where F. Scott Fitzgerald wrote The Great Gatsby. I made a point of going to that home because I'm a big fan of that book. And it's like I don't know if I would appreciate it like if I was still living down there, but I'm like, you know what? I only get there about 5, 6 times a year. It's like, I kind of want to make the visits count, between
Mm-hmm.
seeing my family, between seeing my close friends, between seeing a lot of the beautiful things that Long Island has to offer.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it more from a distance,
Yes.
and I'm getting to know some stuff in my own hometown. Like I'm in Hudson, you got two good breweries, you got a rail trail, you got nice ice cream, the Sipster Pizzeria, you know, well, F45, I've been doing that nonstop
Yeah.
the last week. I'm probably going to be doing a lot more of that. So, I'm appreciating what's on my own home turf a little bit more. And then There's a store where I can get some really nice Portuguese red wine,
Mm-hmm.
less than $10. A lot of grapes nobody's ever heard of.
Wow.
Just stuff off the beaten path, and it tastes
Mm-hmm.
really good.
Yeah, it sounds like you like quality drinks.
Yes, I do like quality food and drinks.
Quality. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Great. How
I'm
can
trying to think of different things that are off the beaten path in that I've been to, and I can't think of any right now.
Yeah, I mean that prompted me, like with the reservoir that you never went to when you were in Westwood. And you move out
Mm-hmm.
of Westwood, and then you go to the reservoir there. Like for the
Yeah.
record, I didn't know there was a reservoir there.
Yeah. Well, doesn't each town have a water source that they have as a reservoir?
I guess some do, or some people they'll use like 3 towns over. I'm not sure.
Right.
I know there's
That's
a
so
Chusa
true.
Reservoir sometimes near me. Like sometimes I go to watch sunsets or do hike. There's like some meetup group that I'm tangentially part of that will do hikes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really beautiful. And I think I've been to Quabbin once. I went out hiking out west during the dead of winter one time.
Cool.
So what are you looking to learn next? What are you looking to do to up level your business?
I
What's
want
next for Star Massages?
Star Massage is the next thing is connecting more therapists with each other to like if someone has a client and they're like, hey, you need this other type of work, or like another therapist could be like, hey, I have too many clients. So, and a new person calls them, they're like, hey, I'm going to send you to this particular person. My schedule is completely full, but I know this great therapist who does a similar technique as me. Why don't you go to them? Or, I think that networking and knowing who to send clients to is what any good network of professionals does. Like if a medical doctor can't see you, then he's going to be like, oh, I recommend this person. That's why there's like all networks of medical professionals.
That's wonderful.
So, yeah.
How can people get a hold of you for both massages and your networking endeavors?
The best way to reach me is you're welcome to go to starmassages.net and go to the contact page. My name is Kathryn Kevorkian. You can also go and look that up on Facebook, Kathryn. Or you can also reach out to Jimmy Daytona, and he knows how to reach me.
Cool. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for coming on the Jimmy Daytona Show, Kathryn. I've loved hearing your ideas, about massage, about how you've had a lot of success with it, how you've helped a lot of people, most of all, and that you have a spirit of bringing people together and helping other people in your industry out. I'm very impressed, and I'm looking forward to having people connect with you and to take and up level your career.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Bye.